Part 2: Thoth, Anubis, Horus, and the true scale of the Egyptian Pantheon. Next, we move on to Zehuti, better known as Thoth. For many years, Thoth remained relatively unexplored compared to the rest of the Pantheon. However, recent Dr. Fate stories have dramatically expanded his importance. Thoth possesses knowledge that extends far beyond ordinary cosmic awareness. His understanding reaches beyond universal boundaries and into the deepest metaphysical layers of existence. He is aware of dream of the endless, the structures dream maintains throughout reality, and the countless concepts and narratives that shape the DC cosmos. He understands forces that exist outside conventional space and time. He knows the roles of gods, cosmic entities, mortals, and abstract beings alike. More importantly, he understands the purpose each serves within creation. He recognizes when individuals violate the natural order, but it falls to agents such as Dr. Fate to restore balance. When compared to other gods of wisdom, the difference is staggering. Take Athena, for example. While Athena is unquestionably wise, she is never portrayed with this level of cosmic awareness. Thoth operates on an entirely different scale. Even Metron of the new gods, whose quest for knowledge spans the multiverse itself, is rarely shown possessing the same all-encompassing understanding that Thoth demonstrates. Yet knowledge is only part of the story. Thoth is also connected to some of the deepest magical mysteries in DC Comics. He has ties to darkness itself, including connections to the Shade and the powers associated with the Shadowlands. Through these connections, Thoth's influence reaches beyond simple wisdom and into some of the most ancient magical forces in existence. More impressively, Thoth is one of only 3 known entities connected to the Prime Magus, a foundational magical force within DC's greater cosmology. This places him among the most significant magical beings in existence, elevating him far beyond the role of a traditional wisdom god. Next is Anpu, better known as Anubis. Anubis was portrayed exceptionally well in recent Dr. Fate stories, where he served as the primary antagonist. However, his importance extends far beyond a single comic run. At one point, Anubis successfully seized control of Earth. Worship that once flowed to other gods began flowing to him instead. Prayers, faith, and divine authority were redirected toward Anubis, dramatically increasing his power. His dominion over death proved so overwhelming that it began overriding the authority of other death gods. Think about what that means. Anubis wasn't merely competing with other deities. He was actively replacing them within their own domains. Had it not been for the intervention of Thoth and Osiris, Anubis would have succeeded in destroying the existing world and reshaping reality according to his own vision. That level of power is reserved for only the most elite divine beings in DC. The ability to steal worship from multiple pantheons, absorb their influence, and challenge the existing cosmic order places Anubis among the most dangerous gods in existence. Finally, we come to Menthu, also known as Montu, and more famously identified with Horus. Out of all the Egyptian gods, Horus has arguably received the most appearances throughout DC history. The primary reason is his direct connection to Hawkman. Horus serves as one of Hawkman's greatest divine patrons and, in many stories, acts through Hawkman as an earthly conduit. Through Hawkman's actions, Horus helped prevent the fulfillment of the ancient Egyptian apocalypse known as the End Times, a cataclysmic event comparable to Ragnarok in Norse mythology. The purpose of this event was not merely destruction. It represented the end of one cosmic cycle and the birth of another. Interestingly, Anubis has repeatedly attempted to bring about similar events throughout DC history. Set also plays an important role in these stories, highlighting the ongoing conflicts within the Egyptian divine hierarchy. Horus's influence extends far beyond mythology-focused comics. In Green Lantern stories, Horus interacts directly with John Stewart. During these encounters, we learn that Horus is connected to the origins of Thanagar itself, the homeworld of Hawkman and Hawkgirl. This is one of the most fascinating aspects of his character. Unlike most Earth-based gods, Horus possesses influence stretching deep into the cosmos. Entire extraterrestrial civilizations acknowledge him as a divine figure. In recent stories, including events surrounding the DC KO tournament, Horus reveals that one of his primary goals is finding a new home for the Thanagarians. The fact that an entire planetary species worships him speaks volumes about his scale and reach. Very few Earthborn pantheons can claim influence extending across the stars. Then we come to nth metal. Originally, Horus was not depicted as a being composed of nth metal. Yet at some point in his history he became infused with it. Modern DC lore reveals that nth metal originates from the dark multiverse, specifically the mysterious nth world. During the Hawkgirl series, we learn more about entities connected to this realm and their interest in reclaiming nth metal. This implies that Horus somehow acquired nth metal from beyond conventional reality and introduced it into the main cosmological structure of the DC universe. Today, Horus is often depicted as being intrinsically linked to this legendary substance. When you examine the Egyptian pantheon as a whole, a clear pattern emerges. Amon-Ra stands at the summit of solar divinity. Thoth possesses unparalleled cosmic knowledge and connections to some of the deepest magical forces in existence. Anubis commands one of the most powerful claims over death in existence. Horus extends his influence across worlds and civilizations far beyond Earth. Each Egyptian god occupies the highest tier within their respective domain. And when you remember that Black Adam derives his power directly from these beings, it says a great deal about the true scale of his own power within the DC universe.